Good morning, students. So, in the last class, I have introduced irreducible polynomials for finite fields. So, we have been discussing the problems under irreducible polynomials for finite fields. So, in the continuation, so let's see the problems. Determine whether x power 4 plus x square plus 1 is reducible over z2. So, in this problem, we are going to find also the values of a, b, c. So Z2, you know Z2, the set contains the two classes 0 and 1. So the given polynomial which can be named as f of x. So f of x is equal to x power 4 plus x square plus 1. Then Z2. So Z2 contains 0 and 1. Now putting in the place of x is equal to 0 and 1. So f of 0 gives 1. So 1 is not equal to 0. And another element of z2, that is 1. Putting x equal to 1 in the given polynomial, f of 1 is equal to 1, which is not equal to 0. So, so this polynomial which is not having the roots in the set is z2. Okay. So therefore, so which means this polynomial can't be reducible, which means irreducible, even though x power 4 plus x square plus 1. Okay. So I am trying to factorize. So the degree of the given polynomial is 4, so which can be written as the product of two quadratic expression, that is x square plus ax plus b, another quadratic expression x square plus cx plus d. So whose product is x power 4 plus a plus c into x cube plus b plus d plus ac into x square plus ad plus bc into x plus bd. So now comparing the coefficients, then the coefficient of x power 4, so both sides 1 is equal to 1, then coefficient of x cube. So in the left side there is no x cube term, so therefore the coefficient of x cube is 0, so 0 is equal to a plus c. In the right side the coefficient of x cube is a plus c, so a plus c is equal to 0. Then comparing coefficient of x square, so b plus d plus ac is equal to 1, then coefficient of x, so AD plus BC is equal to 0. Then constant term B into D is equal to 1. So we know the elements of Z2 only 0 and 1. So from equation 4, look at the equation 4. The product of B and D is equal to 1, which means B is equal to 1 and D is equal to 1. So after identifying the values of B and D, which will be put in equation number 2, so you can get AC. 2, 1 plus 1 plus AC is equal to 1. Therefore, 2 plus AC is equal. So 2 plus AC is equal to 1. Therefore, so we know 2 is congruent to 0 under mod 2. So that's what 0 plus AC is equal to 1. AC is equal to 1. So A into C is equal to 1 means A and C should be 1. Value should be 1. So after identifying the values of A and C, so substitute in equation 1. So equation 1 is A plus C is equal to 0. But we have the values of A and C is 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2 is congruent to 0. So another possible A plus Z is equal to 0. Another possible is A is equal to 0 and C is equal to 0. But so here A has two values 1 and 0. Okay. So the same. Similarly, the C also the two values 0 and 1. Okay. So which is not possible. Either A is equal to 1 or 0. Okay. So A takes either 1 or 0. Okay. So A can take two values at the times. Then from equation 3, A into D plus B into C is equal to 0. So now putting A is equal to 1, D is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C equal to 1. So you can get 2 is equal to 0, which means 2 is congruent to 0 under mod. So the possible values of A, B, C, D are 1. So A, B, C, D, okay, whose values is 1. Therefore, x power 4 plus x square plus 1 can be written as x square plus x. So now putting A, B, C, D value, you can get x power 4 plus x square plus 1, which is equal to the product of two quadratic expression. Okay. So the given polynomial, which is not the root in the given set Z2, even though which can be factorized. Okay. So finally, we have proved the given polynomial is reducible over Z2 over Z2.
சார் குப்ரா சார்
Sir.
சார் ஒன்றும் இல்லை பசங்க வந்து 10:25 உள்ள என்ட்ரு ஆயிடணும் ஏன்னா 45 மினிட்ஸ் தான் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர். ஸோ இப்போ முடிகிறப்ப ஒரு 10:25 எல்லாருமே கம்பல்சரி உள்ள என்ட்ரு ஆகிற மாதிரி சொல்லிடுங்க சார்.
ஓகே சார். ஓகே.
தேர்ட் பீரியட். ஓகே சார், தேங்க்யூ.
And the next problem, determine whether x power 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 is reducible over Z2. Okay. So we know Z2, the set is Z2 contains the two classes 0 and 1. The given polynomial f of x here, x power 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Okay. So we are trying the given polynomial which is having the roots or not. Okay. If we have identified the given polynomial as a root, then simply we can say the given polynomial is reducible. Okay. Otherwise, we are going to factorize the given polynomial. So Z2. So x may take the two values 0 and 1, putting x equals 0 in the given polynomial, f of 0 is equal to 1. So 1 not equal 0. So 0 is not the root of the given polynomial. Then another value of x, putting x is equal to 1, f of 1 is equal to 5. 5 is congruent to 1, which is also not equal 0. So 1 is not a root. Okay. So f of x has no roots in Z2, which means f of x has no linear factors. Okay. So another option, the given polynomial can be factorized as product of quadratic expression, which is another option. Okay. If I receive any roots of the given polynomial, the given polynomial can be factorized as a product of linear factors. Okay. So, but this polynomial has no roots. Therefore, the given polynomial can't be factorized as a linear factors. Then another possible, which may be product of quadratic expression. That's why we have considered x power 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 is equal to x square plus ax plus b into x square plus cx plus d. So multiply these two assumed fact quadratic expression, we can get x power 4 plus a plus c into x cube plus b plus d plus ac into x square plus ad plus bc into x plus bd. So now comparing the coefficient of x power 4 x cube plus x square x and the constant term. So you can get a plus c is equal to 1, b plus d plus ac is equal to 1, ad plus bc is equal to 1, bd is equal to ad plus bc is equal to 1 and bd is equal to 1. So consider which are the equations 1, 2, 3, 4. So look at the equation number 4. So b into d is equal to 1, which means b is equal to 1 and d is equal to 1. So after identifying the values of b and d, putting equation number 2. So equation 2 becomes 1 plus 1 plus ac is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus ac is equal to 1. So ac is equal to, so 2 is congruent to 0 under mod 2. So 0 plus ac is equal to 1. Again ac is equal to 1. Then the product of a and c is equal to 1, which means the values of a and c will be 1. So you have the values of, so you got the values of a, b, c, d just 1. So now the a, b, c, d values which will be substituted in equation number 3. So you can get 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 is equal to 1, which means 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. Therefore 2 is equal to 1. 2 is congruent to 0. Therefore which is contradict to, so which is contradict result. We have get 0 is equal to, which is contradict result. Similarly, substitute a and c values in equation 1, you can get again contradict result. 0 is equal to 1. So therefore, the given polynomial can be written as a product of two quadratic expression. Therefore, the given polynomial is obviously irreducible. The given polynomial is obviously irreducible. So the given polynomial can be factorized as a product of linear factors as well as product of quadratic expressions. So finally, we have concluded the given polynomial is not reducible. Okay, which means the given polynomial is irreducible. Okay. Our next definition: a polynomial f of x which belongs to capital F of x is called monic if its leading coefficient is 1, the unity of the field capital F. The leading coefficient should be 1. And also, so which is the unity of capital F? At the time, f of x, the polynomial f of x is called monic. The next definition: if f of x comma g of x belongs to capital F of x, then h of x belongs to capital F of x is a GCD of f of x and g of x. if h of x is the GCD of f of x and g of x, then we can say if f of x divides each of f of x and g of x, then if k of x belongs to capital F of x and k of x divides both f of x and g of x, then k of x divides h of x. Okay. If h of x is the GCD between f of x and next theorem, let f of x comma g of x belongs to capital F of x with at least one of f of x comma g of x not the zero polynomial of minimum degree that can be written as a linear combination of f of x and g of x, that is in the form s of x into f of x plus t of x into g of x, for s of x comma t of x belongs to capital F of x, will be greatest common divisors of f of x comma g of x. F of x comma g of x belongs to capital F of x with at least one of f of x comma g of x not the zero polynomial of minimum degree that can be written as a linear combination of f of x and g of x. Okay, so the form is s of x into f of x plus t of x into g of x. So s of x comma t of x is the greatest common divisor of f of x comma g of x. Okay, so don't need the proof of this theorem. And so from the theorem, we have to note if GCD to be unique, then it will be unique. GCD to be monic, then it will be unique. Then Euclidean algorithm for polynomials. Okay. So let f of x comma g of x belongs to capital F of x with the degree f of x is less than or equal to degree of g of x and f of x is not equal to 0. So by division algorithm, we can write, so here degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x, therefore f of x will become the divisor and g of x will become the divided. So when g of x is dividing by f of x, you can get the quotient as q of x and remainder as r of x. Okay. Here the degree of remainder polynomial which is less than the degree of divisor polynomial. So degree of r of x is the degree of f of x. So now again the f of x, the divisor becomes divided and the remainder becomes divisor. So now f of x will be dividing by r of x. You can get the quotient polynomial as q1 of x and remainder as r1 of x. So f of x is equal to q1 of x into r of x plus r1 of x. Here degree of r1 of x is less than degree of r of x. Now again, so r of x becomes dividend and r1 of x becomes divisor. So when r of x is dividing by r1 of x, you can get the quotient as q2 of x and remainder as r2 of x. Where degree of r2 of x which is less than degree of r1 of x. Okay. So the process is continued up to the remainder becomes 0. Okay, so Rk minus 1 of x, which is dividing by Rk of x. At the time, the quotient is Qk plus 1 of x. The remainder is 0. Okay, so the division algorithm is ended at when the remainder becomes 0. The next definition, if f of x comma g of x, okay, the two polynomials belongs to capital F of x and the GCD is 1. Okay, so then, so we know f of x and g of x are called relatively prime since the GCD between f and g of x, f of x and g of x is 1. Therefore, f of x and g of x are relatively prime polynomials. Next theorem, let s of x belongs to capital F of x and s of x not equal 0. So define the relation capital R on capital F of x by f of x is relation to g of x. If f of x minus g of x is equal to t of x into s of x, that sum t of x belongs to capital F of x. That is, s of x divides f of x minus g of x, then capital R is an equivalence relation on capital F of x. Which means, so equivalence relation means it satisfies why here f of x minus g of x, the difference between f of x and g of x, which becomes the dividend at the time the difference between the two polynomials is dividing by s of x. You can get the quotient as t of x and remainder as 0. So at the time, capital the relation between f of x and g of x, that relation is called equivalence relation on capital F of x. So let's discuss the problems. Find the greatest common divisors of 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1 and 2x power 4 minus x square in q of x. Okay. Here, the coefficients of indeterminate x belongs to the set of all rational. So you are very familiar to divide the two polynomials. But the degree of the first polynomial is 3. Okay, the degree of second polynomial, that is 4. So therefore, the highest degree polynomial, okay, when compare the two polynomial, the highest degree polynomial which becomes the dividend. Okay. So therefore, 2x power 4 minus x square, which becomes the dividend polynomial, 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1. Okay, which can be considered as divisor polynomial. So 2x power 4 minus x square, which can be written as the ascending powers of x. So therefore, 2x power 4 plus 0 into x cube minus x square plus 0 into x plus 0. Okay. So it will be dividing by 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1. So at the time, you can get the quotient as x minus 1, the remainder as 2x square minus 1. So by division algorithm, so dividend, so 2x power 4 . 2x power 4 minus x square is equal to x minus 1 into 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1 plus the remainder is 2x square minus 1. Okay. And now again, by division algorithm, the divisor becomes dividend. Okay. The remainder becomes divisor. So now 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1, which will be dividing by the remainder 2x square minus 1. Okay. So this process is continued up to the remainder becomes 0. So when 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1, which is dividing by 2x square minus 1, you can get quotient as x plus 1, the remainder becomes 0. And now the GCD between the two polynomials. Now the GCD between the two polynomials is 2x square minus. The GCD between the two polynomials is 2x square minus 1. Since so initially 2x power 4 minus x square can be written as the product of x minus 1 into 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1 plus the remainder 2x square minus 1. Again, the divisor becomes dividend, which means 2x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 1, which becomes the dividend. The remainder 2x square minus 1, which becomes the new divisor. At the time, you can get the remainder 0. Therefore, the GCD is the remainder of the first remainder. Okay, the first remainder which becomes the greatest common divisor of the given two polynomials. 2x square minus 1, the first time, which was the remainder. The second time, it becomes the divisor. Therefore, the GCD between the two polynomials is 2x square minus 1. So look at the second problem. Find the greatest common divisor of x power 5 plus x power 4 plus 2x square minus x minus 1 and x cube plus x square minus x in q of x. So the coefficients of indeterminate belongs to the set of all rational. As usual, compare the degree. The degree of first polynomial is 5. The degree of the second polynomial is 3. Therefore, x power 5 plus x power 4 plus 2x square minus x minus 1 becomes the dividend, and x cube plus x square minus x becomes the divisor. So when x power 5 plus x power 4 plus 2x square minus x minus 1, which will be dividing by x cube plus x square minus x, you can get the quotient as x square plus 1 and the remainder as x square minus 1. So now again x cube plus x square plus minus x, which becomes the dividend, and the remainder x square minus 1, which will become the divisor. So now the division is continued. So you can get the new quotient as x plus 1 and the new remainder as 1. Okay. So in this case, in this problem, not possible to receive the remainder as 0. Therefore, the GCD between the given polynomial is 1. The GCD between the given polynomial is 1. So we know already we studied the definition. So when the GCD between the two polynomials is 1, then we can say the given two polynomials are relatively prime. So the next problem, find the GCD between the two polynomials. Here the degree of the given two polynomial is 3. But in the first one polynomial, look at the first one polynomial. So this polynomial which is having the every element, so x cube, x square, x, and the second polynomial there is x square is missing. So therefore, the first polynomial which will become the dividend, and the second one polynomial which become the divisor. So dividing by, you can get the quotient as 1 and remainder as 3x square plus x. So now again, the remainder 3x square plus x becomes the divisor, and the previous division, there is the divisor x cube plus 2x plus 1 becomes the dividend. So when 3x square plus 2x plus 1 is dividing by the divisor 3x square plus x, you can get the quotient as 1 and the remainder as x plus 1. Now again, the remainder x plus 1 becomes the divisor. The latest division, that is the divisor 3x square plus x, which becomes the dividend. Okay, when 3x square plus x dividing by x plus 1, you can get quotient as 3x and the remainder as remainder as 3x. Now again 3x is going to divide the x plus 1, you can get quotient as 2 and remainder as 1. So finally you receive the remainder as 1. Therefore, the GCD between the two polynomials obviously 1. So we can say the given polynomials are relatively prime. Given polynomials are relatively prime. Next problem, find the GCD between the given two polynomials. The two polynomials is defined over Z2 of x. So we know Z2 contains two classes 0 and 1. So the first polynomial whose degree is 4 and the second polynomial whose degree is 3. Therefore, the first polynomial which becomes the dividend and the second polynomial becomes the divisor. So when it's dividing, we can get the quotient as x and the remainder as x square plus 1. Now again, the remainder x square plus 1 which becomes the divisor, and x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 is the second polynomial which becomes the dividend. So now you receive the quotient as x plus 1 and remainder as 0. So here the GCD is x square plus 1. Here the GCD is x square plus 1. Okay. X square plus 1 is the remainder of the first division. The remainder of the first division. The second division where the remainder is 0. At the time the GCD. So obviously we can say that the GCD is the remainder of the first division. The remainder of the first division. Next note. So we say that f of x is congruent to g of x modulo s of x. And right, f of x is congruent to g of x mod s of x. Okay. The relation capital R is referred to as congruence modulo s of x. Congruence modulo s of x. F of x is congruent to g of x. Here mod is s of x, which means the difference between f of x and g of x is dividing by the mod value s of x. You can get the remainder as 0. Next, equivalence class. So capital A is a set and if capital R is an equivalent relation on A, then the equivalence class A belongs to capital A is the set X belongs to A such that A relate to X. A relate to X. So we write class of A. The equivalence class means you will satisfy the three rules. The first one is reflexive, second one symmetric, third one is transitive. Okay, if the relation satisfy the three rules, three axioms, reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, then the relation is called equivalence class. Suppose we want to find equivalence class of S of X. Okay, here the S of X belongs to Z2 of X. So consider f of X belongs to Z2 of X. So by division algorithm, f of X, okay, the f of X will be dividing by S of X. You can get the quotient as G of X and remainder as R of X. We know the remainder may be 0 or the degree of R of X less than degree of S of X. Suppose in case the remainder is 0, so then f of X minus R of X is equal to G of X into S of X, which means S of X is dividing the difference between f of X and R of X. So if S of X divides f of X minus R of X, then the congruent relation will be f of X is congruent to R of X under mod S of X. Therefore, f of X belongs to capital R of X. That is equivalence class of f of X. Equivalence class of f of X. So you have to know the procedures of finding the equivalence class in Z2 of X with S of X belongs to Z2 of X. So the first step, you have to check the given polynomial is whether which is reducible or irreducible over Z2 of X. Okay. The second one, if S of X is irreducible in Z2 of X, then proceed further. Okay. Reducible means so stop at this stage. So don't need to proceed further. Then the equivalence class is equal to set of all possible R of X. The equivalence class is equal to set of all possible R of X. So then by division algorithm, f of X belongs to Z2 of X. So at the time f of X is dividing by S of X, you can get the quotient as Q of X and remainder as R of X. So it can be written as f of X is equal to Q of X into S of X plus R of X. Okay. Either so where the remainder is 0 or the degree of remainder is less than degree of f of X. So now the equivalence classes over Z2 of X. So R of X, the form of R of X is equal to the linear form Ax plus B. The coefficient of indeterminate X and the constant term A and B belongs to Z2 of X. So A may take the values either 0 or 1. So B is also which may take the values either 0 or 1 since A and B belongs to Z2 of X. Then find the equivalence classes of Z2 of X with S of X is equal to X square plus X plus 1. So given that S of X is equal to X square plus X plus 1, so look at the coefficient of indeterminate X and the constant term. Okay. Here 1, since Z2 contains the two classes 0 and 1. So in the first step, we have to check the reducibility of S of x. Reducibility of the polynomial S of x. The Z2. The Z2 contains the two classes 0 and 1. So check whether S of x which will be satisfied by either 0 or 1. Okay. So putting x equals 0 in the given polynomial, S of 0 is equal to 1. So 1 is not equal to 0. So 0 is not the root of the given polynomial. So now putting x equal to 1, S of 1 is equal to 3. So 3 is also to 1 and then mod 2. It is also not equal to 0. Therefore 1 is not the root of the given polynomial. Therefore S of x is not reducible, which means S of x is irreducible. Okay. So we have identified the given polynomial is irreducible. So then we can proceed further. So by division algorithm, I have to consider f of x which belongs to z2 of x. When f of x is dividing by s of x, we can get the quotient as q of x and remainder as r of x. So by division algorithm, we are able to form f of x is equal to q of x into s of x plus r of x. So where r of x is equal to 0 or degree of r of x is less than the degree of divisor polynomial s of x. So I am assuming r of x is equal to ax plus b and a and b belongs to z2 of x. Okay. So we know a and b, which we take the values either 0 or 1. Okay. The first case, if a equals 0 and b equals 0, then r of x is equal to 0. The second case, if a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1. If a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 0, you can get r of x is equal to x. If a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1, then r of x is equal to 1 into x plus 1. That is equal to x plus 1. So r of x may be 0 or 1 or x plus 1 over z2 of x. Next, the class 0. The class 0 can be written as f of x into what is the given polynomial? X square plus x plus 1. That is s of x. So f of x into x square plus x plus 1 such that f of x belongs to z2 of x. So therefore, what are the set contains become 0. Okay, f of x 0 means 0 into x square plus 1 0. Then putting x equal, then if f of x equal to 1, so 1 into x square plus x plus 1. Another possible. Then now putting multiplying x. Suppose if f of x as x, then x into x square plus x plus 1, that is x cube plus x square plus x. Then f of x as x plus 1, you can get x plus 1 into x square plus x plus 1, etc. So up to the set is going on. Then class 1 equal to f of x into x square plus x plus 1 plus 1. X square plus x plus 1 plus 1. F of x belongs to z2 of x. So here z2. F of x belongs to z2 means f of x is equal to, suppose if you take 0 polynomial, then you get 0 into x square plus x plus 1, that is 0 plus 1 1. Then if you take f of x as 1, then 1 into x square plus x plus 1, that is x square plus x plus 1 plus 1. If you take f of x as x. So x into x square plus x plus 1 plus 1. If you take f of x as x plus 1, you can get x plus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 plus 1, comma, up to infinity. Actually, you have to form the classes. So we have the remainder as 0, 1, x, x plus 1. So we have to. So the remainder has totally 4 classes. Okay, was 0, 1, x, and x plus 1. 0, 1, and x. The last one is x plus 1. So this is the important problem.
சார் ஜெயக்குமார் சார்
Hello?
அதை பசங்க இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிடலாம் சார்.
Okay, sir. Okay. So today we have the guest lecture at 10:20 a.m. Okay. So all of you join at 10:20 sharply. Thank you so much. Sir? Jagmohan sir?